What's up, everybody? Welcome back to All Things Nerdy with Nate and Joe. I'm Nate. That's Joe. Um,
Yeah.
Today we got a fun conversation that's going to be happening. With me being newish to anime, I'm excited to talk about it because I've watched some of these and like I noticed a lot of the differences. But if you haven't watched some of them in a while, like it's gonna be fun. Joe,
Yep. Super excited. I mean, I've watched anime when I was a kid, like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of Sailor Moon, sometimes just whatever came on Toonami. But I wouldn't say I got into anime until basically around, I guess, when COVID hit 2019. I was like, well, I'm at home, and what else do I have to do? Um, but yeah, so super excited to kind of talk about some of the old school that we've watched and the new school that's kind of releasing, like basically as we speak. Um, but without further ado, let's talk nerdy.
let's talk nerdy. So for me, Joe, I'm also newer to anime, right? You and Keaton got me to watch it. Now, I would always watch the animated shows like Rick and Morty, American Dad, stuff like that. I always enjoyed them. So
Yeah,
Keaton,
Futurama, a shout out.
Futurama, Futurama was
Yep,
great.
high school
Uh,
days.
so y'all knew that like I would probably give anime a shot. I started watching anime with Attack on Titan and all that. But I've watched like Hunter x Hunter. I've watched Naruto, and some of One Piece, not all of it, just because it's a ton. If you didn't watch it, as it was coming out, now it's just kind of daunting to take on. But I have watched all of like the new big three, right? JJK, Demon Slayer, and My Hero, My Hero is thrown in there, right?
Is it My Hero? Is not Hunter x Hunter? I don't know. I feel like
I
Hunter
don't
x
know.
Hunter gets talked up a lot.
Yeah, I don't think Hunter x Hunter would be new, and I don't
That's
think
true.
it's good enough to be the old. So
Yeah, that's what I was like. Well, it's kind of in the middle.
yeah,
Um,
it's that mid range, it's that middle aged,
Yeah, we're not talking about those guys today.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, so but as far as like big three and the new stuff come like old big three and new big three, like I mean, you know me, I honestly could probably tell you which would be technically considered the big three and the new big three, that kind of thing. I think you probably just did it pretty good, but I'm very much a whatever I watched most recently. That's my favorite anime, as long as it was good. Because I basically forget everything about anime like right after I watch it, because I like make room in my brain for the next one. I don't know.
which is
Don't hate me.
crazy.
Don't
That's
hate me, okay?
wild.
Like I have to sit and like think on it to like bring like to remember certain parts and things like that. It just I don't know. This is how my mind works. It like stores it deep down in the storage until I like try to access the file. Like that SpongeBob episode was like, we forgot everything but breathing and fine dining.
See, for me, like I remember a lot of it. I remember most of it. But also I have a ton of statues behind me. And one of my favorite things, I walk into my office, I look at them, it takes me back to all of it, all my favorite moments of each of them that I have statues of and stuff like that and everything. So I am the exact opposite. I'll watch an anime, then I think about it, I digest it, like to critique it. What did I like? What did I not like? Usually more what I did not like. I'm a very tough critic, I guess, and stuff of that nature. So I'm on the other end of that spectrum, and I tend to talk about them a lot. Like I talk about Naruto a lot. I talk about JJK a lot, Demon Slayer a lot. When I make recommendations to people, they tend to be around a lot of these. And depending on what the person is looking for and everything, like a lot of the talking points today are kind of some of the things that I reference for them.
Yeah, and
And also, I'm watching Steins Gate right now, and it's not my favorite.
I do remember. So I do remember things that like stood out, like Naruto Asuma, the pain fight, Naruto like Jiraiya. Like I remember those bigger things like that stood out. Like it either hit me emotionally or I just like stopped to really have to think about it, like that kind of thing. So one like when I think about Sasuke, I remember thinking at the beginning of it, this show is stupid as hell. What? Why am I watching this? I can't remember what it was, but they're like, just trust me, just get to like episode such and such, and I was like,
What is that
Okay.
episode, Joe? Because I'm
I
on like
I
episode 8 right now, and I'm
I think it
still
was like
like,
12. I think it was
I
like 12.
don't want to
Like,
watch 12
dude,
episodes to get
but
into an anime. That's bad.
but it is ranked in the top, like when you Google it, it's ranked in the top 10 or whatever for a reason. Like after it gets through the like we're being a dumb anime just to be a dumb anime kind of thing, it's like it just
Well,
a switch is flipped and it hits you emotionally, like you're on the edge of your seat, like it's insane. But I
well,
digress. That's not really what we're here to talk
it
about
is not
today.
what we're here to talk about, but I do want to say, like, I because of how little I enjoy it, which I don't like time travel and stuff as is. So for me, it's been really difficult. I tend to watch anything else that I have over that. I've been watching Damon's The Realm. It's okay, you know, but if I have an episode, I'll watch that. If I Clevitus, this season of Clevitus, not good. I don't think it's very good.
I haven't started it.
I don't enjoy it. It's kind of, I think it took 20 steps backwards from season one. Season one was so good. I was so excited for season two. This season kind of sucks.
Oh
Anyways,
wow.
I will watch that over Steins Gate. So Steins Gate is an absolute, like, if I have nothing else, then I'll watch it.
I'm googling when the signs get good
What are you Googling?
for when the signs get around episode 12. I was right. Yep.
Uh,
Shifts into a
McCroy.
high stakes thriller around episode 12. So yeah. But kind of that kind of leads us into like old school versus new school anime. I feel like old school anime, like it wasn't really instantly good. Steins Gate's, I guess, a good example of that. Like there was a lot of like where it would take a minute to get into it kind of thing. Like I don't remember being like hooked on Naruto episode 1. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
remember that. I remember like Naruto is my top now. It's tattooed on me in several places because it is that good, but I don't remember starting it and being like, "Oh, this is the best anime ever." But New Age, like Demon Slayer, JJK, uh, Solo Leveling, like
I mean,
the first episode, I'm just sitting here like,
I think
"When's the next episode
all the
come out?"
ones you
Like,
just named, it still takes a couple episodes, right? Like episode one lays the groundwork, the foundation. Episode two kind of hooks you. Episode like three's there, like brings you in, shuts the door behind you. Now you're there to stay, right? 12 episodes is too much. It's like One Piece. People are like, Nate, watch One Piece. You only got to go 87 episodes
yeah,
before it gets good. It's worth it. No, I'm not watching 87. I don't have the
I
time
mean,
to watch 87 shit episodes to get to one good one. You know, so like watching 12 episodes to get to a decent anime, which I'm already jaded towards because I don't like time travel, I'm not excited about. But anyways, we ain't here to talk about
but
Steins Gate, but we can talk
but
about
that
older versus newer, right? Older, you are right. There is a slower ramp time and all of that, right? So like Naruto, it did take a few episodes to get into it, into the little training, the bells and stuff like that. He was just a whiny little kid for a second, like, I have no friends. Look at me being a loner. So it did take a minute, you know, but it didn't take 12 episodes, Joe. The only exception to that, I remember watching Code Geass, and Code Geass, I was like, it's okay, it's okay. Then I think it was like episode 16. I literally stayed up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning watching it because of how good it was.
yeah, like Naruto did me like that, where it was like be 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I should have went to sleep a long time ago. But I feel like that is, I think, a good separator though. Like in new age anime, I feel like maybe they feel like they have to catch you episode 1 or 2. Like,
Well, there's so much now, and with like Crunchyroll and other streaming services, like it has to be good. Like back in the day, they had a spot on TV, people would watch it, like Toonami and all that stuff. You know, like people would watch it, they'd get through it. People were hooked just because it was like the newer
yeah,
thing being seen. But now you have options, so you have to hook people quickly. But I mean, that to me, other than animation quality, which we're gonna get into, structure and pacing is the biggest difference between like the old big three and like the new big three,
yeah, you're
and
talking
overall tone.
hundreds of episodes. Like when you're thinking Naruto, Dragon Ball, like basically any of the old anime, like One Piece that like there's hundreds of episodes, and it was planned that way. Versus these newer shows that are coming out, it's like, hey, we're going to do 2 seasons, 12, 20 episodes per season, or even total sometimes. Like they're purposely making them like short and quick and like only a few seasons, that kind of thing.
No.
Versus like, this is going to run for the next 12 years, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I wish Freerun would run for the next 12 years, and I wish the seasons were all like 50 episodes long. I would love that. That'd make me very
Yeah,
happy if Freerun was that way. But you're absolutely right, Joe. Like if you look at Naruto in total has like 700 plus episodes, right? And then like they are filler heavy. Like there's like almost full seasons of Bleach that you can skip that are all just fillers. It's crazy. And like new age, like there might be a beach episode here or there. Like I know JJK has like a beach episode, a couple like kind of whimsical episodes where it's not as
yeah.
dark and gritty. It doesn't move the story. It's just kind of a fun. It's a palate cleanser, if you will, you know. But
Or
overall,
when Solo Leveling did the recap episode on what, like episode 6 or something like
yeah,
that. It
we're
was
like,
something
dude, we
crazy.
just started. Why are we doing a recap episode? This is trash.
Yeah,
But yeah, the pacing is huge. So they picked it up. We just don't have the attention span, and people want action. Most of the complaints about Freerun is it's slow. There's no big action. Oh my god, it's not Solo Leveling. So like story and depth and layers and character development matter. It just has to happen faster because people don't have the attention span to want to sit there and just watch a slow burn, something that takes
yeah,
time. We all want that instant gratification now, like at our fingertips. Like back in the day with like Naruto, like it would take a full season. Let's talk about Sage Mode. All
yeah,
season he worked on Sage Mode. Then you saw it for 10 seconds
yeah.
and then never
Such
saw
a
it
build
again.
up.
Yeah. And Sage Mode is peak Naruto. Y'all have heard me say it a million times. So but I mean it took 50, it was like that season what, like 54, 60 episodes, I don't know, a ton of episodes for Sage Mode, and then he used it for 10 seconds. And then you got like Demon Slayer, other than the Hashra arc, like they're kind of like, oh, I need like this fire breathing form. Oh, it's here, boom, done. Like it's quick.
Yeah, it's like a training arc is one or two episodes basically now.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. Look at like My Hero. Let's say My Hero is in the new big three. I know it's up for debate, but whatever. We're not going to debate that. Like, look at how fast like they picked up new skills. How fast Deku learned new things and stuff. It
yeah,
was literally just like bam, 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 bam.
yeah, and I guess like that pacing too is like weekly, like long running series versus like seasonal releases. Like some animes now get just the whole season gets dropped at once.
Which is
And
awesome.
yeah, I was about to say now. I can get behind that. I'm not a week to week person. I forget, and I don't remember to go back and watch it. Like I will, unless like you remind me, like, hey, where are you at on this? I'm like, oh, I forgot to watch that. I'm like 8 episodes behind now, but then I can go binge 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So I love it when they drop the whole seasons.
Now my
Um,
Crunchyroll watch list keeps me, honest. Cause like Damon's the Realm, I don't look forward to it. If it pops up, I'll watch it, but I'm not like excited. I don't know what day of the week it releases. But my watch list tells me like, hey, you got a new episode. So thank you, Crunchyroll. Although, side note here, why can I not remove things from my watch list? Right? I had someone in town. They wanted to watch old Dragon Ball. We watched a couple episodes. Now I have Dragon Ball on my watch list and I don't want it there. And I don't want to have to click watched episode because then it just shows you the next episode. Instead of just like taking it off, it says Dragon Ball episode 4. I don't want that. I don't want episode 5. I don't want episode 6. Let me just remove it.
Maybe you have to do it from the web browser. Who
Maybe, but that
knows?
sounds
That's funny
terrible.
there. Oh man, but like I guess you mentioned a little bit before, like art style. Like I do think nowadays they definitely pay way more like attention to the art and like how the anime looks. Because I don't remember
Well, I
that
think
much of like thinking back of like, oh, that art was so amazing. But now it's like Demon Slayer, like, wow, that fight was amazing. Did you see how it looked? Like, it's a
yeah.
lot about the art.
Yeah. So I think their budget's bigger. Anime
Yeah.
is so much more mainstream these days because of Instagram and TikTok, and you have all these big athletes who are anime people, and all these actors who are anime people. So like it's like cool to be an anime now. I was never picked on because of anime because I didn't watch it. I never picked on anyone because of anime either. It was never a thing where I grew up or anything like that. But like now it's like a cool thing. Everyone watches it, so they have bigger budgets, they have bigger audiences, they do cinematic releases, cinematic
Yeah.
like style fights and stuff like that. Where like back in the day, they had to like pick and choose what episodes to throw their budget at. Like you would get some real low quality Naruto episodes, like in those fillers and stuff. Whew, they were
Oh yeah.
rough. But when they wanted to go big, like the pain fight and stuff like that, they were good. Now it's not anywhere near like the Muzan fight at the end of the Hashira training arc and stuff like that was wild. So
Yeah.
their budget is bigger, but also like it was episode to episode with the old stuff where like now it's like I feel like it's storyboarded, they like budget it all. Like there's a couple episodes you're like, they didn't go big for this one, which is fine, they don't gotta go big for everyone, but you can tell they still pull it back a little bit, but they know when to drop the money, and they do in a big way. Like the animation these days is a big reason I watch some of the shows. Like Demon Slayer, I will only watch dubbed because I don't want to have to read. I want to watch the show.
I think my like when I'm watching a show dubbed or subbed, it's mostly like how I start. Like if I start watching the show dubbed, I want to finish it up so the voices are the same. Because like Deku's voice is Deku's voice. I don't want to have to listen to it in Japanese or if I start in Japanese, that's his voice. That kind of thing. But I get what you're saying. I guess as far as like like the fan community, like because you're saying like now it's newer, like it's very popular now. I guess there's a lot more avenues to like build that community. Like anime conventions, I don't really remember them being a big thing back when I was younger, or like how there's so many online like communities and stuff like that, like Facebook groups, other things, blogs, that kind of stuff like that bring people together. So was it like that there wasn't as many anime fans, or does we just didn't know how to come together?
Well, now we're talking as like a whole world and globalization, and we're gonna go down a rabbit hole. But
Yeah,
now we have more information at our fingertips. We're more connected now than we were when we were kids, Joe. Like back in the day, we had turned on cable. If you wanted to know what was going on, you'd watch your local news, and then like you would see what happened in your little town. Like, oh my God, Bob Jones ran a red light or hit a stop sign, or Nancy was pulled over with a DWI, whatever it is. But now, literally, with Google, Facebook, Instagram, we open our lives to everyone. And then, like, everything that happens is at our fingertips. Like,
yeah,
dude, I don't know how many times I have to tell Facebook, I give no fucks about the political things it's trying to show me. And still, every day it tries to show
yeah,
me. Like, I'm so burnt out on it. I don't want it, but it's right there. And it's the same with like anime and anything else. We are more connected now. I can easily just go to Facebook and look up, anime community. Like there's a North Carolina cosplay community that I'm in. There's a North Carolina anime community that I'm in. So there's like groups for everybody, but it's like Facebook wasn't a thing back then. So like there wasn't that. So like in my
yeah,
hometown in like rural Alabama, if I looked up, anime community, I don't even know how I would look it up. Would it be like a phone book? I don't know. But like
yeah,
you just wouldn't have that.
yeah. So I mean, I guess that's just part of the the world evolving, making it more accessible, that kind of stuff. So it doesn't isn't necessarily old school versus new school anime, but I
But
guess a question for you though, like old school versus new school, like which show are you more likely to go back and rewatch? Say Naruto or JJK or
okay, so there's this answer has layers, Joe. So I'm gonna get what show am I likely fully to rewatch?
uh,
JJK. If we're doing straight
that's
Naruto
true.
versus JJK, JJK, because Naruto has 700 episodes. right? Like
That's
who
a commitment.
I haven't watched it. I watched it once as an adult. I don't need to go back and watch it, right? So I would rewatch JJK in a heartbeat. I have rewatched it with my wife. However, like Naruto, if I'm on Instagram doing the scrolly, right, and a highlight for Naruto pops up, I watch it 10 out of 10 times. Every time, almost does not matter what the little clip is, I watch it. If it is Gara and Rock Lee, I watch it. If it's just Rock Lee in general, I'll watch it. It doesn't matter. However, if a JJ clip comes up, a JJK clip, I might watch it. I might scroll past it, right? So it's the accessibility. It's the how quickly can I get through it. But now once JJK gets that, season 4, season 5, I think there's gonna be 5 seasons, right? Something like that. But nonetheless, like I don't know, because that's getting rough. Because that's getting into like the 100 episodes at that
Yeah.
point. But it's still not 700 episodes. Like, let me ask: would you rewatch One Piece ever? No, it's a
I've
thousand
never
plus
I've never
episodes.
even started One Piece.
Yeah, like if
uh,
somebody's like caught up week to week, right? And they're like, I'm gonna just restart it. What? How do you have that kind of time in your life? You're
yeah,
an
that's
adult.
true. That's true. But I will say, like when you were watching Naruto, like I would ask you where you're at, and at those certain points, like the like I know it's spoilers, but I mean it's Naruto. It's forever. You
That's
should
not a
have watched it
spoiler.
already, right? Like uh like when Asuna's death was coming up, when Jiraiya's like the pain fight, like I would go and watch those basically real time with you because I'd be like, "Where are you at?" And then I would watch it again so we could talk about it because I'd be like, "Oh, dude, how was it?" Because like I remember it, like so. I guess that's kind of similar to like scrolling through Facebook, seeing the real like small pieces and chunks of it. Like I'll go back to Naruto every time. But
Every
I don't
time.
know if I've done that a lot with the new raid. Maybe it's because I watched them more recently. I don't know.
The
Uh,
only one that I really do, like Demon Slayer, I almost skip every clip just because it's just I don't know. But the only like JJK clip I'll actually watch is, and I think I send it to y'all sometimes, the throwing hands clips because it's incredible the hands that they throw in that show, and I'm just like, ooh, ah, ah, I'm like, okay. So I watch that clip, but anything else, I'm like, next, next, next.
yeah. I think recently Facebook or whatever has been showing me those AI versions of the real world like Naruto clips where and it's like that's not horrible like
Dude,
like
I don't
it,
know. They need to stay away from it. Please don't do that. Like as much
it's
as
the technology is coming a long way. Like that is probably better than some of the actual live action anime like adaptations that have been put out there, like for some other animes.
yeah, like Dragon Ball,
Yeah, exactly.
one of the worst reviewed shows ever in the world. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Joe, that's where I would be. Clip wise, old school. Rewatch wise, new school. Although I will not ever watch My Hero Academia. It's long. You can watch season 1, 2, and 3, skip to season 8, and then be good.
So just cause no one dies doesn't mean you have to skip all the seasons.
And they're boring and they're not worth watching.
Oh well, yeah, you could just watch one of those YouTube videos where they summarize it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess like in your opinion, is modern anime better than old anime?
Yes and no. It's better. Like the animation is clearly better. I don't think anybody would argue that. Even if you like
True.
the old school nostalgia style, like animation, like the animation now is just better. They put more money into it. It's faster. It's all of that stuff. But man, there's something special about some like Trigun. Just the way it was done, how well it was done, Cowboy Bebop. Like I don't know if they're ever gonna recapture those style of gems, right? And I feel like story and depth and character development has lost a little bit of something due to the pacing and animation. Like back in the day, man, it took time. It took ever. It'd be a whole season to fully see a character get to where they needed to be. And now you can get several of those in one season with like the new stuff. Joe, I think you have a fan club. I know they ain't talking to me. Um, you know, so I forgot the question now. I got completely sidetracked.
I was asking what you like better, old school or new school anime.
It's tough. I like them both. I think new school is easier to watch. It's easier to get people into, but old school kind of just scratches an itch that new school just can't hit. I think for me, the closest like mix to that is like Freerun with
Yeah,
how
free run.
well it tells a story, the pacing, how much you care for the characters, how everyone is relevant. And Freerun is kind of, the story is the journey along the way. It's not the destination. And I think a lot of older animes, especially like Trigun and stuff, is very much like the journey along the way, the friends that you make, the people that you meet, and stuff. Like even One Piece with the newer, like it is the friends that you've made along the way. It is the journey of the adventure. But then you got like solo leveling, where it's just like, look at me, I'm powerful, and I'll punch you in the face.
Yeah, I think a lot of new animes like it's really cool and really fun to watch, but it's not quite as impactful. I would say I can't think of like a loss in the new age anime of like where I'm like, oh no, I can't believe that character died. Like they did that so well, that kind of thing. But
Yeah, I can't really think of anything like that either. Let's see. I mean, in My Hero, they didn't let anybody die, so there's that. I had to throw that shade. Sorry. And then, like, I think, like, Demon Slayer. Has anybody really died? No. I mean,
other than the demons, which they do a good job of, but
they do a great job showing you the other side of it, right? And then like Tengen, he didn't die, but he's like not a Hashira ish anymore. He lost the hand, which I love the flashy Hashira. So but he's still a badass. So yeah, like there isn't really a lot of like impactful, powerful loss. Okay,
okay, yeah,
Rengoku, that's
that
true, right? If you cared about him, I didn't tend to care for him. It didn't impact me at all. I actually thought it was kind of cool that the demon like got him.
yeah,
Like compare Rengoku to Jiraiya.
yeah,
Jiraiya, 10 out
not
of
even
10.
close, not even
Not even
close.
close. Asuma. Asuma's more impactful than that. Like so I don't think they tell the story as well as they used to. I think the way you said,
Yeah,
like the impact of it leaves a lot to be desired.
yeah. I believe that's right. Like it's very fun, very like the art is amazing. Keeps you on the edge of your seat a lot of the times, but yeah, this deep storytelling. I think the older anime did that better. But we are over time now. So uh, any last words? Any last thoughts before we end?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate you hanging out. It's always good talking anime. We had some other stuff that we could talk about, but maybe we'll save it for a future episode.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Everybody have a great rest of your week and